All right, everybody, we are back rocking in Caremoron in our background picture and playing more of The Witcher 3. Tom will be eventually joining us. Right now, I think he is munching down, so I am killing some time before Count Reuven's treasure, because I have to be at the arranged meeting place at midnight, hiding behind the door. So I think the best way for me to do this is to double check. Let me check my alchemy real quick, and then I'm gonna meditate until like 10, so that I have a little bit of wiggle room, because I hate being late for things. Okay. Meditation. Gerald looks more rough than usual. Yeah, he's he's had a time. He's we went with the scruffy beard, and I mean, Gerald kind of looks like I feel most of the time, so I still find him attractive. It is time for Jerry Two Swords, magical fun hour. Actually, a couple of hours through Fantasy Poland Monday. Hope that everybody's been having a wonderful day so far, or if not a wonderful day, at least a tolerable day. 1 second here to refresh my beverages. I forget exactly what okay, I am looking for Count Reuven's treasure. We're trying to track down where the exchange is supposed to be. Something of that nature. Can you guys hear me okay? There's probably still like a 15-20 second delay. This is the exciting part of streaming. Timed events where we just get to kind of just wait. Had a fun interaction with with an employee at CVS. Went to go pick up a couple of groceries, and as usual, you can pay for your prescriptions and then also pay for other stuff. So I've got a few 12 packs of soda that I'm carrying out. No sticker on them or anything. Just got the receipt in the bag with my scripts, and I'm looking at an employee, go, "Hey, I've got the receipt. Do you need to see it or anything?" He says, Nah, they don't pay me enough to tackle you." And I'm like, "You're right, they don't. Thanks, guy." Solidarity with that dude in particular. Another 15 minutes in game. Let's see. No response. Hey, chat, can you guys hear me? My sound coming through okay? After last week's audio shenanigans, I'm like super paranoid about it. Yeah, okay. Excellent. No, like a minute passes every couple of seconds here. Like time is accelerated. So
Your audio is coming through just fine, you scallywag.
excellent. Thank you. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing good. I had to rush downstairs to grab my food, and now I'm back up.
I told him that that you would be grubbing, but that you would join me eventually.
I mean, I'll be on here, so if you have any questions, I will uh, advise, but um, I will be stuffing my face for a bit.
Triss, how'd you know to be extra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Trish, you're gonna give away my hiding spot.
With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls. Now Strachman's in the
So this is the time to romance Triss if you're going to.
No, that comes later. You go to a party with her.
Just doing casual flirting then.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
dangerous game with an X, Jerry.
Disposed. Very
Yeah, you go with go to a party with her at that manor, that huge mansion that's outside of Novi-Grad,
Ah.
deeper, I assure you.
the Bagel Bud estate.
Rob says that his day was a fistful of sunshine. That's ominous. Okay. We're not going to be chivalrous. We're just going to be straightforward.
real talk.
Daniel, I don't have an accent anymore.
Some too. Stop acting tough.
Or what?
Or I'll have to hurt you.
I haven't had one
See
for
how you
about
went around an interrogation?
20 years now.
So do I. You're the bad one. All threats and torture. And the red one's the good one, full of sympathy and sweet promises.
Nah, dude,
That's where
she's a sorceress, my man. Oh! She's using the power of the Schwartz. Ooh.
you can. And I'm just getting started.
Triss goes straight for the balls. I'm gonna let her do,
Be thinking this can't possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
So, gonna talk.
like, sympathy wins my guy, but, who do you work for?
Who you work for?
Who does number 2 work for?
Of course he does.
Alright, and,
Where'd Manga hide Sukiyomi's treasure?
I'm the clue.
You realize one word and you count the me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd still say I don't know a thing. Does that make you think?
Think he's telling the truth.
Looks like it.
Rather than what have you to gain by helping?
so now who's Menge again?
Manga was the head of the
You'll pay.
the temple guard. You killed him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're looking for Dandelion.
So where's my boy?
They captured him.
What this is all about? The fucking minstrel! You might have said so from the start. Before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic.
Oh, it's not your mind, my dude. You gotta,
Sat like that.
Get to the point.
Dandelion is on Temple Eye. In the dungeon beneath the shrine.
Now Manga's planning to execute him, huh?
Planning to
Ah, ha, ha.
execute positively spectacular.
I don't know how he's gonna pull that off.
We free Dandelion.
Those who lead Temple Isle do so only on Menge's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
The next part of this
Now,
quest is really
we've learned
fun.
everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume you can put us in force?
You know what happens when you assume.
Not so fast. Here,
I know. I see too much.
What? I told you. I'll never.
either he does, or I won't listen to you.
Yeah, like we're gonna trust you.
We're just gonna.
Open up his memory.
Yeah, that's what I went with too.
It's not so bad.
Peace, lady, and gay.
And now you don't remember this horrible nut trauma,
No, now he doesn't remember anything.
including the horrible nut trauma. It's still a win-win.
How do you feel?
Peace. Cruel. But I could go on. But I need to get out of here. Now. Go home. Bathe. And drink myself to the
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island. And he'll stay there until Manga orders him transferred to Oxenford, right?
Problem is, Manga's dead. So,
It's a bit of a doozy. If only we knew a Doppler.
Could reappear.
Right?
Him or someone very, very
You just happen to know a Doppler.
Oh,
impersonated the half-moon merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
way to go,
there's
doo-doo.
an item right now. Suddenly, something
Terrible name for a side character, doo-doo.
Listen.
I mean, that's his name in the
there's one
books.
other thing
I mean,
Maybe
it's
that's
it's
a-
still a bad name for a side character.
am definitely
Maybe it has different implications in Polish. You don't know.
That's the kind of thing that an editor should have caught and been like, hey,
get out of here.
alright. Whoop. Boy. Alright, let's, Ooh, I got some Nostrix. And a seashell. That's the first time I've seen one of those.
You sell them. They're not really worth anything.
Do I sell them by the seashore?
If you wanted to. What kind of side quests you got at the moment?
Let's take a look. Alright, just get Junior. I still gotta do that part. Secondary quest. Still gotta do the Fist of Fury. Following the thread, go to Pharaoh and look for Hammond.
I would highly recommend do Get Junior before you do the continuation of the story with Dandelion.
Okay, so get Junior first.
I mean, you could also do some of these like side quests if you wanted to that are within your skill range.
There's a matter of life and death at her hideout with Triss.
You could probably do that one.
It's level 12.
Yeah.
There's also the Gangs of Novi-Grad, which is Talk to Cleaver, which I'm going to be
would
doing
recommend
anyway.
Don't even do it because what he's going to do is he'll offer you the help of his gang of dwarves, but they are the most unsubtle, like directly violent group. Like if you're planning on doing any kind of subtlety with your plan, throw it right out the window if you decide on having them with you. They're just going to go
I
kick in
mean,
the door and kill enemies.
I'm not too great at subtlety. But I would rather have that be my loud idiocy that it's on me, you know. Otherwise, I've got a bunch of like treasure hunting quests.
You can check where the treasure hunts are on the map and see which ones are kind of near you.
Yeah, let's see.
I definitely recommend use the
And
use
that one's like way over there.
yeah.
That's okay. We can do some side questing. Do we want to do the get Junior first?
Either way.
Because like this is and there's a thing over here, an undiscovered location.
Yeah, you could hit up that.
Yeah, so let's hit up that undiscovered location first.
I think it's a smuggler's thing.
Cool. So let's hit this undiscovered location and then do get Junior.
Yeah.
Schwa.
If you're gonna do get Junior, go to the things. Don't do the arena first.
Don't do the arena first.
Yeah, switch off the arena to one of the other ones, because if you do the arena, that's going to take you directly to him. Like, you're going to find out exactly where you need to go after that one, which means you won't get the XP of doing the other two.
But when you say switch off the arena to one of the other ones, what do you mean?
Go to your journal with that quest.
All right, it's
go up to get Junior.
Right.
You should be able to scroll to the right and pick which one of those you want to do.
Do we want to go to the casino or the hideout?
Either one.
Yeah, we'll go to the casino. That sounds like it's fun. So don't do the arena.
Yeah, save that one for last.
Got it. Okay, well, first things first. We're going to take a quick dip.
I am eating some very excellent French bread.
French bread?
Mm-hmm.
Are you eating French toast?
No. Dinner tonight is Stover's lasagna, which is excellent.
It's a pretty good lasagna.
Yeah. And the Walmart select brand loaded Caesar salad. And then French bread with butter, and it is very yummy.
I believe that my loverly wife has put in to the oven Costco stuffed peppers.
Ooh, yeah, those are yummy.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things. I am a sucker for the stuffed peppers. Is it French dressing?
Yeah,
on your salad, is it French dressing?
No, it's a Caesar.
Are you having French fries?
No.
Are you drinking Peru?
No. I'm not a fan of wine.
Well, I mean, it's Perrier, so.
Oh, okay. No, I hate water with bubbles.
Have you not seen Better Off Dead?
I don't believe so.
Oh, one of the classics of mid-'80s American cinema. Starring a disturbingly young John Cusack.
I'll have to check it out.
It is one of my favorite movies. Bandits.
So talking about movies, I know we discussed this a little bit over chatting back and forth the other night. Jen and I watched The Suicide Squad on HBO.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh, it was so good.
It's a hoot, isn't it?
So good.
I can switch off of Pop's mold antidote, right? Okay, there we go.
Yeah. You can remove it from your inventory now. You won't need it again for a while.
Don't mind if I do. What's this piece of, Eternal Fire Executioner's armor?
Yeah, but then you're going to look like a soldier of the church.
I mean, say what you will. They have fashion. Let's see. What's a... There we go. Dried fruit.
What's he doing?
Just passing through, my dude. There's a couple of guards being followed by a couple of clowns.
Just a bunch of pigs out in the middle of the street.
Like you do.
So once you take down Horson Jr., anytime you come across his people in the city, you're going to end up fighting them.
Okay.
I think you talk to the bouncers.
Same reason anyone comes here. Play a bit, have a good time.
Invite only, mate. Shit out of luck.
Wham.
About to let me,
By all means, please.
and you. Wish me luck.
Luck be with you at the tables.
A worthwhile skill purchase. Uh,
Leave me be. Another word out of you and I'll take you upstairs. No.
how's it going? Bunch of. It's like a juggalo sex party in here.
It's the name of your rap rock fusion band.
A juggalo sex party? Are they gonna make me play Gwent?
Yeah, but you don't have to win.
Oh, well, good. Fish Islands. I'm gonna go on ahead and loot because I imagine something will occur where I end up having to fight all of these guys. Alright, so that's locked. Let me take a quick look at this stuff that I just picked up. Glory of the North. A cool sounding sword. Gildorf Steel. It's a pretty good, it's only +2. I think I'll stick with my
Yeah,
goosed up one.
especially after you spend all those runes on it.
Yeah.
Got a snake's tongue as well.
Yes. Alright. This guy looks like he's,
May I join you?
I've never seen you here before.
I haven't seen you here either.
Never seen you here either.
You've clearly no notion who I am. Don't be clever with me. There's like clever men around here. How did you even learn this?
I'm being subtle.
Good enough?
No. Preferable if someone vouched for you. Soon. Until then,
Mind trick.
We done talking? I'd like to play.
Alright. Take a seat.
Oh well, now you're. I mean, now you're actually going to have to play.
I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
Well, you could have gone with the option of I just want to talk to the owner.
Oh, okay. What? Can I just forfeit the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Hit B.
Jolly good hand.
Yes.
I noticed.
I've a mind to let you win some back if you bring more coin.
Alright. So,
May I?
let's try
So
this
you
again.
Yeah, talk to him again.
And just say, I want to talk to the owner.
Yeah.
Apparently, now I have to play with him.
My mind.
Nope. Now you need to go to another dude.
No one's compelling you. Return once you get the offer.
Yeah, this guy's just got a seaman.
Fine sailor.
Yeah.
Alright, where's another player?
Guy in the corner.
Oh, it's being kind today.
Do you like my metal mittens?
I don't play, lads.
I was knighted once.
Actually, I was knighted.
Indeed. Not surprised, but bestowed.
Neve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
Your mom?
Skirmish broke out on a bridge. Happened to be there with friends. We drove the Novi-Gradians back. When you knew you told me to leave, I said no.
The battle for the bridge. Oh yes, heard of that. Consider my objections withdrawn.
I will consider you withdrawn.
Not in the mood for cards.
I don't want to play cards with these guys. I just want to...
But should you change your mind, I shall.
Fine.
So
Watch it, Tram. Novi-Grad's not your stomping ground.
Snake eye.
Ugh, fine.
Snake's tongue as well.
there's a dude in the corner. No, yeah, back there. Now just ask about the owner.
I just want to see the dude.
Mutant? What's a witcher doing here? See any drowned dead or other shitsins around here?
The owner.
Not hunting shitsards tonight.
It's a shitsard.
The owner of this establishment.
Someone looked after him yesterday.
Who?
You know, I don't know. They crushed his head before I could get a good look.
Mmm.
Man swimming with the fishes now. Horses
It's
all
I think it's sleeping with the fishes.
This is going too far.
Really gotta talk to the owner. Know where I can find him?
I don't know squat. Wait a moment. Gentlemen, this here rogue wishes to speak to the owner. Any of you know where he is?
So subtlety. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Dark Souls. Yeah, Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls.
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah, Dark Souls. So this was a bust. Oh, I got a chicken sandwich. And some more fantasy Poland schneef.
There should still be another thug, maybe upstairs or downstairs, that you'll have to kill.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you can go ahead and like get everything off their bodies.
Yeah. Like another chicken
Might as
sandwich.
Just
Hello?
Just gonna eat a chicken sandwich off a dead guy.
I mean, I would say that I think the standards here are pretty low in fantasy Poland. Chimkara, Aikiba. Mm-hmm.
Fire.
A list of debtors. Let's see. Adalbert Zimmer, Gwen Huys, Letis Billes, Sagamore Prokop, Rico! Mortimer Schwindel, Stan de Gries, and Aardvark Vanderboltermoor.
I would say those are all made up names, but all
Except-
names are made up.
Except
so-
for Rico!
Can you hear me?
Speaking of, there's Rico. Oh, Rico,
You alive?
you good?
Finish me.
Don't intend to.
Who the hell are you?
It's me, Jerry Two Swords, bro to the halflings.
Will you help me?
You're not hurt all that bad. Let's talk first. Why are you here?
What's it look like? Came here to sit and think. Alright. Clever and tough's not working for me.
Nah, man.
They took me for
Kinda
what I-
got you dead to rights on this one, Rico.
Are you?
Well,
Rico with an exclamation point.
yeah.
So what have you learned?
Paulson's working hand in glove with the Redanians. I don't know the details, but he's on their side. And that's all I know.
think is there more information we can get out of this poor dude?
I don't think so.
Man, get out of here, man.
Thanks. I'll lay low until things settle down.
Real low. Halfling low.
See ya. Be sure to reward you.
And,
What if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal?
maybe wash your face. He's just a little guy. Little guy with a gambling problem. Alright. If Rico it looks rough. Rico has had a pretty poor series of days, it looks like. Alright, there's a pile of entrails and what have you. A quick double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, we good. Well, on the plus side, not a whole lot in terms of, I mean, it's an illegal casino, so no one's going to say anything. Alright, let's find the hideout. Yeah, Rico looks, I think that's the roughest that we've seen a halfling.
White one. Take a gander.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Greetings. At your service.
Show me what you got.
Show me your wares.
Lesser glyphs of Quen, some pure silver, twine, optima mater, elemental essence, specter dust, and sulfur. I think I needed sulfur for something.
Sulfur, yeah, is a useful thing.
Well, let's buy it. And then let's sell him some stuff, because he's got 430 crowns.
And you've got more than 400 bucks worth of stuff.
Yeah, I've got some extra roach gear. Let's see, I've got a Nilfgaardian saddle. Yeah, let's sell that superior racing saddle, some horse blinders, racing horse blinders, and 164 for that. That's pretty good. Let's sell his common shirt. Here, buy my my crap weaponry. 75, 204, 23, 19.
So one thing I forgot to talk when we were streaming
The Borderlands.
whatchamacallit earlier, while we were vault hunting. So earlier today, I was doing a dive through the Storyteller's Vault,
Yeah.
and I found some pretty cool stuff on there. There's some pretty cool resources for V5 that people have added. Things like a really cool map of the U.S. where, like, Sabbat and Cam territory is mapped out.
Ah. See, I would disagree with that. There is no more Sabbat territory. They bailed.
The super loyal ones bailed. They're not entirely gone.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, there is a Sabbat book in the works,
Yeah, but, you know.
which I think the most useful part of that is going to be rules for packs in the new version.
I think I like the Sabbat better as antagonists. As one of the big mistakes that they keep making in different versions of Vampire the Masquerade is being like, well, here's how to play as the antagonist. I'm like, no, stop that.
I mean, I would just like having rules for them.
Yeah,
for the storyteller.
As an ST, it is a handy thing, but
having paths would be really cool because that means that it would be easy to adapt V5 for Dark Ages. Because I really do like the mechanics of V5, but I one day really want to run Dark Ages.
I'd expect Teeth to go up my arse before I'd expect to find Horse and hiding in his house.
Well, looks like
Alright.
Cleaver's guys already did their job here.
Good for them.
My mind's like war. You never know when you're done for.
Let's see here. Oh, crystallized essences.
Nice razors you got there.
Oh, thanks. Mm-hmm.
Nothing interesting here.
Except for a dude in a bathtub? How is that not interesting? Look at the way he's standing.
I mean, I think they broke him over it, but
Yeah, I mean, even like professionally, you should just kind of be impressed.
Dwarves were thorough as debt collectors. Didn't leave a scrap.
Well, that's man, you guys had a time.
Cleaver's guys don't really mess around.
I mean, on the one hand, kind of respect. On the other, oof.
I'm gonna shut my mic off for a minute so I can eat some tasty lasagna.
Yeah, have some lasagna. Let's see. Dwarven spirits, or I want that other barrel, please. Ah, well. Interesting furniture designs. Mm-hmm. Alright, so doesn't look like there's anything else here, really. So the best bet is to go talk to Dijkstra about... Ooh, hello, window. How do window get?
See in the dark, and you're struggling. Make a fine road sniffer if you witness the ball.
Thanks, man. Alright, up. Come on, Gerald. Up. Here you go, Gerald. Up. There we go.
My mind's like war.
Ah, locked. What a tease. Okay. Is that everything on this top floor? Yeah. Everything except that one barrel that I'm not going to bother with. Alright, so, looks like Cleaver's boys have got this place pretty well handled. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go talk to our boy Dijkstra. I mean, nah, it's been pretty steady. Excuse me. See if I can do this without managing to anger the city guard like I did last time. I will keep my hands to myself. So, so if Rob is still on, tell me about your Fistful of Sunshine Day. That sounds absolutely horrible. Not a pocketful, a fistful?
True helps make soup out of kids.
Right.
You the stench of blood of
Here, put chewing on big.
Apparently Jerry got some stank. All right. Pardon me, gents. Pardon me again, gents. What's up, happen?
You will sweat like a swine in that.
All right. Where's our door? Whoa! Whoa! No! Careful, children.
John, follow
Careful,
the
children.
dots on the map. Turn around and go back where you went.
I tried. There's the bits, Tom. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna go on ahead and boop. She's just walking around with her bop suit.
There was absolutely no reason for you to go in there. His
She was-
office is to the left immediately after you.
She was
walk in.
walking around with her bop suit, Tom.
I do.
Follow the dots on the map.
Why? Where's the June?
You're just like, oh, don't worry. As long as you don't look to the left, you won't see any neep norps.
Keep going out with the game.
My sympathies up.
So, as an aside,
Horse and white
um,
our agreement.
Jen and I got turned on to
Someone
Silver's Lasagna by our former roommate Marshall,
Mm-hmm.
and we ate it like at least once a week
Former commander.
when he lived with us, and it is fantastic, and I absolutely love it.
He's holed up.
And he proposed to us the question of how would we respond if we turned on the news and they announced that Stover's Lasagna's meat was made out of humans? And all of us agreed that our position would become, well, I guess I eat people now.
I mean,
That's a thing.
at least you're consistent. I'm gonna leave this house of sin. Alright. Talk to Vernon Roche in the partisan camp. No, we do the, especially when it's on, when it's like part of the HEB meal deal. Their frozen lasagnas are dope.
So before you go to Vernon Roach,
Make soup out of
you get the arena.
So now do the arena.
Yeah. So this way,
Wow.
in the order that you've done it, that means you're going to get XP for all three of the places
Aha!
instead of just for the first one, which is what I screwed up, and I did the arena first, and that gives you where you need to go.
So
So I missed out on the XP from doing the casino and the
gaming the system or systeming the game. Alright, and I am following my fish. What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Don't mind me just walking through your house.
Excuse me.
Your mother says I changed the story.
You're gonna get to do some
Banditos!
pit fighting.
Yeah, I don't know. We done here? this dude's just, don't mind me,
Playing the flute.
just playing the flute. Tootly toot toot. Everything's fine.
I mean, really, if you saw a white-haired guy with cat eyes just absolutely wreck a couple of dudes,
Oh, I am
you're
now.
entitled to fight under the name.
Yeah,
Zdenek.
Zdenek. Zdenek.
No passage, don't linger neither.
Greetings.
Don't know you, not letting you in. Don't you fucking stand.
Name's Zdenek, and I have a contract. Oh, I guess I should have chosen the delusion path, huh?
Where's this piece of paper?
You only missed out on 10 XP.
Whoops.
You can read. So who's this contract made out to?
It says, Zdenek. Made out to Zdenek.
Zdenek. Zdenek.
Any more questions?
Oh, so Rob actually says he meant it was a good day, just like getting smacked with a wallop of happiness. So a literal fistful of sunshine, like a joy punch to the face, like a swift kick to the balls, but in a good way.
Like a swift kick to the balls, if you're into that kind of thing.
Right? If that's your whole deal.
You need to hold on for a moment.
Let's see. Anything else around here? Alright, so this is as far as arenas go, pleasant place? I'm kidding. This place is rough. Don't mind me. Alright, that one's locked.
I mean, it's a fighting pit in the sewers.
I need work.
It ain't a nice place.
No.
What can you do? Good with a sword. Wouldn't scoff at working as protection. And who here would you protect?
Subtlety, or... I mean, it hasn't worked out for me so far.
Go with the first one.
Yeah.
Junior's made a load of enemies. You know that much. You gotta give me news.
Junior can take care of himself. You needn't fret about him. But I can't help wonder how you know this place belongs to him.
Heard it does.
The clown's outside.
Junior, keep healthy. That's my advice.
Not your hireling. Won't take your orders. Don't need your advice.
And we're getting sassy.
You're not my hireling, that's true. But so uppity. Afraid you need to die. Kill him.
Looks like you're not doing an arena fight.
Looks like not. So I'm assuming that your playthrough went differently. Yeah.
Extremely.
Hello, my name's Zdenek. I'm here to... You know what? Let's cut to the chase. I'm bad at this. There. Okay, it's going ahead and Axie. What up, guys? Ow.
You have the same level of subtlety as Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're subtle all the way up until you're seen, and then it's immediately, well, looks like I'm fighting.
Yep.
Time to choose violence.
I mean, like, I'm not good at a lot of stealth games. So apparently I wasn't meant to pick the sassy option, but I don't know. I just think that my version of Jerry Two Swords doesn't have a whole lot of patience for these dorks. A message from Igor. Since there's been some misunderstanding lately about the valuables and a bit of blood's been spilt for no plowing reason whatsoever, I'd like to reassure you all the coin is safe and sound. The lockbox, the blind arse who thought it was missing, was looking in the wrong place. Walk down the corridor leading from the upper level towards the arena. Turn to your backs to the grating and look to the wall opposite you. If you vice to see, you'll find what you're looking for. Swear on my own handsome head they're secure and waiting to be picked up. Now I get a secret stash. Was this the sort of like so what's the benefit to doing the the arena fight, should I go back and reload a save?
XP.
Ow.
You fight through a series, not a lot.
No.
You fight through a series of arena battles against monsters and beasts, and then eventually that not Igor, but the other guy, the guy who was standing next to him with the sword and shield, he comes out and he's like, "Yeah, we know who you are, Witcher." And then they send the guards at you, and you end up fighting them anyways.
Oh, so I would still end up fighting them, still end up getting all the stuff. I just get more XP.
Yeah, and not a lot more. Like, it's not the difference of having a level or not. It's
Do you get any Do you get any cool stuff from the monsters or anything like that?
No, it's like drowners and then like a bear.
We'll pass it.
I guess there's still a couple thugs alive.
Yeah.
So once they're down, you can switch over to the secret stash. You found some more documents?
I guess. There it goes. Use your Witcher senses to find access to the secret stash. So that's back this way.
Follow the dots on your map and they'll lead you where
I'm
you
following the dots. And it said dots go here. Now, hang on a sec. Let me use my... Let me check this out real quick. It's +6. But I like my other stuff better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say, like, to switch out that kick-ass steel sword you have,
right,
you're going to want something that's, like, at least 10, 15 points better.
Alright, got my sword all good. I'm going ahead and put some Hanged Man's Venom on that. Alright, and CSI Fantasy Poland time it is. Now we're looking for a secret stash.
There it is. Now, ard the wall. Or pull the lever, rather.
Yeah. I don't have to destroy everything. I can, but... Ooh.
And now stuff to steal.
Mysterious letter. To Horson Jr., King Radovid is unhappy with your performance. You were to rid the city of the other members of the so-called Big Four, yet not only do they still live, they also know of your role in the attempted assassination. That was not our arrangement. For the time being, hide in the place which the messenger delivering this missive will indicate to you and stay out of sight. His Majesty lives in the hope that the mutual animosity between the other members of the Big Four will finish the job which you attempted, yet flubbed so badly. I assume that's written by Menga?
Yeah. Yeah, M is Menga.
Pobre Menga.
So that, if you do that, that gives you the go to Dijkstra, ask about the connection with the Redanians.
Gotcha.
And then you go on to go to Vernon Roach.
Alright, so do I do Roach now, or...?
Yeah, sure. He's Fur, so you're going to want to find a place to fast travel once you get up out of here.
He's in where?
No, he's very far.
Oh.
So you're going to want to... Don't run there on foot. You're going to want to find a fast travel thing.
Let's see. Let's take a quick look at the world map.
Yeah, because he's out there to the east.
Let's go poke this and then hit the St. Gregory's Bridge one. But let's go see what this marker is before we take that trip.
You don't want to do that one.
I don't want to do that one.
So that marker is for Temple Island.
Oh, okay.
You can't even get into Temple Island right now. Like, it's full of guards, and just walking in there will make them attack you.
Got it. Okay. Well then.
Yeah, you can't go in there until after you deal with
With Roch.
Dandelion.
Vernon Roche. Rocky Vern. Alright, so fast travel.
Yeah, and just fast travel to some place that's a lot closer.
Like Est Tayar. We'll go to the herbalist hut. We'll see if they've got anything that I need.
That's good.
Speaking of, let's take a quick trip into Alchemyville. Let's see. In order to make ether, I need the stuff for white gold. I need Longrube.
You should see what you need to make for your before figuring out alchemical substances. Figure out what you would need those substances to make down in your like oils and stuff like that first.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's good to have, you know, like a little bit of all of them. Like that one, I need Longrube, cave troll liver.
Yeah, but all of those alchemical substances are very expensive to make, which means if you're missing more than one ingredient, there's no point in wasting alchemical supplies on it. Like, you wouldn't want to make albedo for the beast oil because you can't make beast oil now anyways.
Well, I can make, if I have albedo, I need albedo for elemental oil, draconid oil, rubedo for beast oil, the enhanced ogroid oil, I just need Longrube. So it looks like I need Longrube, Devourer's Blood, Bison Grass, 3 albedos, 4 albedos, 5 albedos.
But you also need monster parts.
2 rubedos. Yeah, but I mean, I may as well work towards it while I'm here.
Sure, but like you can't. Those monster parts you can't buy from herbalists.
Yeah, but once I get them.
Sure, but you're not going to get them until after you get to Skellige.
Right, but I am going to buy, for instance, some bison grass. And all of the Longrube this guy has. Let's see. There's Alkalust. Ducal Water. You wouldn't happen to sell Cherry Cordial, would you? Probably not.
You got to get it from bartenders.
Yeah. Okay, well, at least I found a couple of the things that I need, so. Could buy Rot Fiend Blood or a Necker Warrior's Liver.
I don't think you need either of those.
Nah, I don't. But, alright. Got some bison grass. Good deal.
So long.
Peace out, my guy. Whoops. Yeah, so like most of the stuff that I'm missing for like albedo, got all the mistletoe that I needed. I need 4 of those. I just need 4 of the white gold. With rubedo, I will need to buy some more mistletoe as well. See, I know what's up. Like years and years of World of Warcraft has taught me exactly how to handle crafting mechanics. All right, let's chat with this dude. Got any mistletoe, my guy?
Let me have a look.
You do. That's a mistletoe, right? Yeah, thank you. I'll buy some honeysuckle, why not?
So long.
Alright, thanks, my guy. while we're at it. Yep. Never know when you're going to need a ton of rib leaf. Which I think is just, if I'm not mistaken, rib leaf is just a fancy term for, what do you call it? Romaine lettuce.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be cabbage.
Yeah. And we all know the power of cabbages.
I mean, they created Cabbage Corp, the largest company in Republic City.
And rightfully so. Hey, Wolfpack. This is a waste of everyone's time.
Dark Souls.
Ah, dog souls. Get it? Oh, come on. These are some greasy dogs. Okay, here, and cut through the woods. Let's go on ahead and put this away. What's up, Temerian Gorilla?
You're going to kind of have to drop down off that little cliff, like find a safe way down, because it's in a cave that's down there. So kind of like work your way down in the raft.
So don't just jump.
No, that would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah.
This game, unlike Borderlands, does
Thank you, my
have
love.
falling damage. And now you have the fast travel marker.
Yeah. And now I also have delicious stuffed peppers.
Woo!
I am really, like, genuinely excited about that.
Jen makes some fantastic stuffed peppers. She hasn't
Really?
made them in a while, but they are very good.
Well, these are too hot to eat. That just means they're going to be really good. You gotta find joy in the little things.
Mm.
Looking for Roche.
No one here by that name. Anything else?
What exactly would you say you do here?
That's a very baker's king.
We're, bird.
Let me guess. That sword's in case you run into a hornbill.
We're just ornithologists.
Hornbills are endemic to this area.
Oh, I like this guy.
Don't migrate.
They're non-migratory.
And I'm walking the camp now.
Aye. Naturally.
And you're gonna go look for hornbills.
Aye. I'm going.
But they're not endemic here. They don't migrate here. So who's Roach?
Heralds have
Ally of yours in previous games? Roche has been in the Witcher series since game 1.
Ooh.
will rise again.
Is he a good dude or a bit of a prick?
A little bit of both.
Ma'am!
He's a somewhat complex character.
Please.
We're done. Dismissed.
He's a soldier, and he's very much about the mission.
I mean, her shirt has toggles. They made the point to animate the toggles.
She chooses not to use them. And that's also something that is in the other games, too.
So, what do you do these days?
You here on Squirtle?
Chest, right? Who cares about the scout?
I mean, the Scoia'tael.
Mary. That's what matters.
Let's catch up with our buddy a little bit while I...
How'd you wind up here?
Came with the army.
It's a mukbang.
It's remnants. When Milf
Mukbang!
Mukbang!
But you're not two-fisting a cucumber and a sausage.
joined the second Temerian army under John Natalis.
Oh Lord, how did she grow up without knowing? Am I a bad parent?
And we did. For 3 days. Then
I'm super looking forward to their new campaign.
soon after.
But I mean, Misfits and Magic was really good.
It was, and I think that the 7 is going to be fantastic.
I agree.
Not only do I love campaigns that are girl boss squads,
Decided I would mount my own.
the fact that they're playing the 7 girls who were all
Horse and June.
whisked away in campaign 1 of the
Birds chirping.
Fantasy High,
Friends.
and the casting for all of those characters is just so perfect.
My question is, of course, do you think that Margaret Thatcher had girl power?
Meantime, Vernon, willing to help, or do I need to keep looking?
No,
As always, with more luck.
or at least she chose to use it for evil if she did.
We're meeting
Yeah, do you think that she successfully leveraged girl power in funding Nicaraguan death squads?
Count on you.
No.
All right.
And you can pretty much run to this one. It won't take that long. So you will eventually come back here, and you'll get some side missions from Roach.
Meanwhile,
because his
Pardon me,
oh, don't take things from here. Don't take things.
you sure?
Yes,
Mm.
they will turn on you and attack. Don't take things from here.
Fine, I'll wait. I'll get it eventually.
But yeah, Roche will give you a mission because his subordinate Kiss, the chick with the wardrobe malfunction,
Little.
goes off on her own to fight some Nilfgaardians, and you have to go rescue.
Yes, I too love a girl boss philosophy. It's girl boss, gaslight.
Daniel, what are you talking about?
Tom once told me it was good the mines of the North were closed because the unions had too much power.
I have never said anything like that before.
Yeah, because the unions had too much power. Yeah, that sounds like our boy Tom. Wrong about short pants, wrong about unions. These peppers are really good, though.
For that matter, I can't ever even remember talking to him about the British coal miners' strike.
Ready?
Vernon,
Contact awaits at the chess club.
at a chess club? Oh, how fancy.
Your contact. Who is it?
Slippery little bugger. I'd have nothing to do with him. Were the circumstances any different?
You mean you don't trust him?
I trust no one, including you.
So, noted.
Come on.
So I guess you can call us tentative buddies.
I like Roche's hat.
As an inside-out Lyrapeep. Or the hats would eventually become Lyrapeeps.
You noticing the large concentration of Redanian soldiers?
Yep. How's it going, guys?
Something's not right.
There's a bunch of dudes with face straps, and that's usually the auspices of the church.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
Let's see. Daniel says that Tom said that a public train system in Britain, well, a public good had to be destroyed to get rid of labor's legacy.
I have never said anything like that before.
Daniel, are you confusing Tom with V from V for Vendetta?
Checkmate.
That's not how that works. You don't just flick off
They say
another
and
piece.
John?
Yes.
John, meet Radovid, the craziest king in the entire history of the world.
Oh, am I stabbing him now, or do I have to wait a while?
No, you're gonna have to wait.
Both sides have identical pieces. The rules stay
Bah.
invariably the same. How does this mirror real life? Richard, do you know why I play chess?
Time killer.
to kill time.
I have no time to squander, let alone kill.
Yet here you are. Wait, so Roach's
Chess to reveal
Roach's
things
contact is King Radovid?
No, Radovid is just here.
this chess.
Oh.
You need only listen, and you will hear.
He thinks the chess figures are alive.
With life.
It's not very good at metaphor either.
Like a pawn, and I hear flesh being rent. I win a piece and I hear screams from the depths of its bowels. I want to break the chessmen open, squeeze the truth from them. You see what I mean?
Nope.
No, I don't.
You do not, because you are not a king. Pawns see only their comrades at their sides and their foes across the field.
You're right there. I see comrades at my sides.
There's a different view of the chessboard. His greatest foes surround him. His own chessmen might trap him.
Oh, I would want into a position of power. Life is so hard for me.
You see, Witcher, chess is the art of sacrificing your own pieces. Now do you see?
Can I just kill him now? Amanda says, what parallels do you see between our North and South and Britain's North and South, and how is capitalism to blame? And now I do see.
Unimportant. Let us speak. Why have you brought the Witcher here?
I think he'd best explain.
I mean, like, they're not really comparable.
Expected a Redanian spy. Might be
Yeah, they're flipped, yeah? Like aren't the
I mean, so
isn't poverty more prevalent in the northern bits of Britain?
it depends on where. I mean, like, so most of the population in Britain is concentrated in the south, but there's also big cities in the north.
supports him.
Why do you seek him?
I mean, that's a really,
Fair enough. I'll not pry.
like, I wouldn't try and draw any parallels between
I have
Britain and
mansion in Oxenfurt.
America in that way, because they're just too
Not
different.
unannounced. Thus, you must
Like,
tell me
historically and
about
culturally,
Junior constantly
like,
requests
so
women.
Well, even if they're not like directly analogous, like north and south to south.
You just give me a man.
Yeah, impromptu dissertation, Tom. We're all here for your TED Talk.
Wonder why.
so like
Consider it a gesture of goodwill.
people from the south in the
I'll
U.S.
expect you to return the favor.
arguably see themselves as like
Also, Junior has lost his purpose.
not just minorly culturally different, but significantly culturally different than people from the north.
Indeed.
Roach,
People
we
in
speak another time.
England, and I'm using England very specifically because like Scotland and Wales are definitely two different cultures from England proper. But people in England, like people from southern England and people from northern England definitely have a different culture, but they still see themselves as English, and that cultural divide is not as wide as it is
Come see me at the
in like New York compared with Georgia.
I mean, while I would agree partially, I would also say, I mean, Morrissey has a whole song that's like, "We hate it when our friends become successful," and it contains the lyrics. Oh, I apparently failed the gangs of Novi-Grad.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The gangs of Novi-Grad was the talk to Cleaver and get his help thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
You bypassed it.
Yeah, and so that even has the lyrics. You know, we hate, like, literally, we hate it when our friends become successful, and if they're northern, that makes it even worse.
Hold on a second, John.
Yes.
When you get to this place, before you go in the door, throw the thing up on your screen.
Okay, so
Throw
I need to,
before you go in the door.
before I go in the door. All right. Well, I'm gonna sell my weapons first and make some back pocket space.
Daniel, what is this slander that
It's
you are
perfidy.
throwing at me?
Show me what you got on offer.
I think he's just trying to start fights at this point.
I believe that this is what cultured internet folk would call trolling. Right? Let's buy one of those. Yes, I can hear his hyena-esque laughter from the other room. All right, Glory of the North. I kind of dig that sword, so I'm gonna hang on to it, just because it's a good Viking blade.
It does have a cool name. You could always put it in your storage.
And I shall.
Yeah, when you get back to Novi-Grad, next time you go to the Dandelion's place and you have access to your storage, you have a bunch of like roach things for monsters, like monster trophies in your inventory. You
And I
get
can
rid of those.
I can drop those in there. Okay, let me see.
Yeah. But yeah, like I mean, from my experience talking to English people and having, spend a little bit of time there, I would say the difference between someone from, like, Southern England and Northern England is less like the difference between someone from New York and someone from Georgia, and more like someone from New York and someone from Maine.
Ooh, I've got what are Demiridium shackles?
Demiridium shackles are shackles for mages.
Oh, well, I can sell those for a pretty penny.
Yeah. They keep them from being able to use magic.
Wow. Okay.
Well, you've offloaded most of your weight.
Yeah.
So when you get into this place, throw up the thing.
All right. Yeah, we have to shield the delicate eyes.
And you might as well give color commentary while you're at it. And I'm sure you're going to end up murdering Horson.
Okay, so
it's the right thing to do.
all right. Okay, everybody, we're going to go a little bit. See, Amanda says most. Yeah, who's better, Churchill or Stalin? I mean, the answer to that is easy. That's Trotsky. All right, we're gonna Boop. There's a Christian Minecraft server. Tom, will you read chat to me while I'm talking to a couple of clowns?
The chat went away, so I can't see it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this guy saw us kill Algard and Vic, and I have the option of saying it's a misunderstanding, or yep, now I've come for you. I don't think that we need to bother wasting any more time. Is it a misunderstanding? Yeah, it's a misunderstanding. We'll waste a little bit more time.
Must be a misunderstanding.
Well, ineffective. I mean, it is true. Trotsky did have some problems with our Semite brethren. But, I mean, that's one of the hard things about history to contend to. Okay, so now I'm just kind of wading through a... not necessarily shooting gallery, because I'm bad at using my crossbow, but just like a mild inconvenience of juggalos, I would say. But I know one of the hardest parts of history to contend with is that most of history is tremendously racist. So, yeah.
To answer Daniel's question that came up before the shield came down, Churchill is better than Stalin. Like, just hands down.
Yeah, Churchill's better than Stalin.
You could ask me about quite a few people, and most of them in history will be better than Stalin.
Yeah. Agreed. But that being said, it's an episode it's an episode 3 simplex, right? Like, you can say, hey, Star Wars Episode 3 was better than Star Wars Episode 1. And that fact doesn't make Star Wars Episode 1 a good movie.
Or Episode 3 a good movie.
Yeah. Like, two comparably crappy things can manage to both be crap.
Yeah.
So, like, Churchill, an extraordinary racist.
Well, and incompetent, arguably, at everything except fighting World War II.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Stalin, primarily the military leader who had the most damaging effect against the Nazi war machine.
But at the same time, he was short-sighted, he was paranoid, he murdered a whole lot of people.
He absolutely ruined Lenin's revolution.
His economic policies were garbage. He caused a genocide in the Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude was a bad guy.
Daniel says that Trotsky and his propaganda to Western audiences said that Stalin couldn't be trusted because his blood came from Genghis Khan. I mean, Stalin really couldn't be trusted because he was an asshole.
Also, his blood didn't come from Genghis Khan. He was a Georgian.
And not even like a Peaches Georgian.
No, he was a tall mountains in the middle of the Caucasus Georgian.
I'm not seeing much in terms of censorable Neep. Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly when they come up, but you will when you get into the main place where he is.
So this is a preliminary guard. I appreciate that. Tom is doing the Jesus's work by warning me of the. According to Rob, a minor inconvenience of juggalos is actually the proper collective noun. Like, they would say, oh, no, it's a gathering, and it's like, yeah, it's a minor inconvenience. Or perhaps a cultural trouble of juggalos. Hey, where is this? No, is it not that one?
Yeah, once you get up to the actual, like, his suite in his, like, hideaway there, you'll see why I had you throw this thing up.
I may.
Because Horson Wiley is a terrible, terrible man.
Well, with a name like that, it's a little bit manifest destiny, isn't it?
Well, I mean, his
There's
name
that
was
entrance.
Cyprian.
Also, not a super good name. Thunder and lightning. For some reason, Daniel says famine, and I'm just not following. Oh, are you talking about what was a bigger effect against Nazi Germany? Yeah, it was the Siberian winter. Stalin used the age-old tactic of burning the fields as they withdrew.
That really isn't true.
Go on.
So, like, if you look at so that's the meme take of the Eastern Front, is that the Germans weren't ready for winter. The issue was that, so in Russia, in the spring and in the fall, there's this thing called the and I'm gonna mispronounce this terribly, Raputitsa. It's basically like the spring and fall rains turn the entire countryside into a mire.
Yeah.
Like 3-foot deep mud over most of the countryside. Which means during that time period, it becomes practically impossible to move anything that's not on rails.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, driving anything on a road or moving the German army's logistics, which mostly were on horses, so horse-drawn carts.
Man, all of these doors that I'm running into are locked.
You should be eventually working your way up through the building. And at the top is where you'll find him.
Oh, yeah, well, let's look for some stairs then. Good lord.
I would try to give you more advice, but I can't see your screen.
No, that's fair.
unfortunately.
Oh, no. No. I need to pop a torch in my inventory. Hang on.
So contrary to popular belief, the Germans actually had sufficient winter gear for their entire army. The problem was the guys that were at the very front line had outrun the logistics capability to get stuff to them because of the Rapatista coming into place. So, like, the guys around Moscow were freezing to death. But the guys that were fighting in the Ukraine at that time, they had all the gear that they needed because their supply line was a lot shorter. And arguably, the Germans never could have taken Moscow. Like,
Right.
the logistics situation was too screwed for them to ever be able to do it. And the reason, this is one of those things that I love, where when you study history, especially military history.
Whoop. Yep, that is some, So there is a lady nailed to a wall with a pair of daggers. I am going to, myrtlate this dude.
Yes.
He's got quite a few dead women in a bathtub.
Yeah. Yeah, once I got to him and I saw that, I was like, no, he's not leaving this place alive, no matter what he tells me. I'm going to get all the information I possibly can out of him, and then he has to die.
Yep.
What the sandwich fuck is this?
Yeah.
So he's going to give you a flashback to Siri, and at that point you should be able to take the thing off until you get back to him, and then you'll want to throw it back on, kill him, and then leave, and then you can take it back off.
Yeah, because this guy's got like literally half a dozen dead women in his bedroom, and Jerry
All of them in states of undress.
Jerry Two Swords is putting the boots to him, medium hard style.
But yeah, so
Hard style.
when you study history, especially military history, there's a lot of odd, not coincidences, but like decisions that end up getting made for totally arbitrary reasons that end up having huge impacts later on. So the reason why the German logistics in World War II were totally screwed up and they had no chance of taking Moscow was because Emperor Tsar Nicholas I of Russia in the 1870s decided on his own, totally arbitrarily, that Russia was not going to use the same gauge of train tracks as the rest of Europe.
Pay attention now.
I mean,
The truth. Want to know why? I won't lie.
people in positions of power often assume that they know better than experts.
Wasn't an easy road to travel.
So
Behold the vaccine conversation.
Had to kill a lot of people.
the Russian Tsar decides that Russia is not going to use the same gauge of train tracks, which means when the German army invades in 1941, none of the German trains will run on Russian train tracks. So if they want to get trains anywhere in Russia, they either have to capture trains intact, which the Russians did everything they could to keep them from doing that, or they have to completely relay all of the rails to fit the gauge that the Germans use.
Yeah, I'm saying that Stalin, for all his faults, he knew that, right? Like, this is a tactic that has been used in Russia in like nearly every major conflict in their history. It's not the cold that kills people, it's the inability to move things. It's the inability to get food. So you have so like they would have people leave their farms and burn their fields.
Wasting my time, Junior.
Right? Now it was less the fact that it cold and more, no, eventually there's no food. You have to travel miles out of your way to find a portion of the field that's unburnt.
The Germans never really had a problem with starvation until about 1944 or so.
Calm down, Dandelion.
Well after
They
the
were
war.
real good at stealing all the food they could get their hands on.
Yeah, but if there's... Oh, boop. There we go.
And we're back.
We're back. Alright. So, Siri and Dandelion are there. I know my gut can be reasoned with. No amount of sympathy I feel can silence it. Blot it out. Should I go in alone?
I mean, I would go in alone as her. She's very competent, and she knows Dandelion is not.
You'll stay outside.
I can't let you go alone.
Look at how shiny he is. Oh, poor whiny boy.
Oh, and yes, Daniel is correct. Churchill did cause a famine in India, or
Yeah.
rather, there was a famine in India, and Churchill made it worse by forcing India to continue exporting food even while they were in the midst of
Yeah.
a famine.
Nobody is arguing that Churchill was good.
They hurt you.
But he was better than Stalin.
Mm-hmm. All right. Siri time. Hoppa. Parkour.
So I think you'll do a little bit of fighting with her.
One with the back.
The thing to remember is always that when Ciri fights, you want to focus on blocking and dodging because she doesn't have signs, but her health does regenerate.
I don't tend to rely on signs too much in combat anyway. I always forget that they're there.
There's the back.
You rely on Dark Souls.
I rely on Dark Souls. Okay, so that one's locked.
You're going in through the window.
Is there danger here?
Dodo, I believe I'll try a different tune. Afraid I'm bored with this one.
You remember that window, right?
Yep.
Anyone tell you
That was the one you were trying to get through before.
Most
Yep.
so nice. Wants to get to know me. So you enjoy good company? Like to make new acquaintances? You plan to introduce me to someone interesting?
Behind you.
There you are. Good of you to come.
Look at his magical floating sword. And my invisible sword. Aha! Okay. Raffle stomped.
Where am I?
Amanda said in the chat, I love that, screwing with German trains.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that factoid about the whole Russian track gauge being different,
Listen.
I learned about that reading a thing about the concept of breaking freight. Breaking freight is every time you have to offload something off of one form of transportation and load it onto another. And there's a whole study in not only like military logistics, but also just economics of you want to reduce the amount of time the amount of times you have to break freight anytime you're moving something from point A to point B. And when I first read that article was just like it seems like it's a obvious logical thing.
It was
that you
mind
look at it and
blowing.
go, oh, that's just too simple. But then you actually sit down and read about it, and it's like, oh yeah, that I can see why that would be necessary.
Dark Souls.
She teleports.
It's a snazzy thing.
So I found a video that I wanted to share with you, and I'll have to see if I can find it again. But I would recommend only watch about the first 5 minutes of it or so. But it was about the Wild Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So like, who are the Wild Hunt? Like, what are they in this universe?
Gotta zip around this dude, apparently. Yeah! Got him. Ooh, and how did I get him? Yike.
Oh, wow! Through the torso.
Yeah.
So,
Dang,
to
Siri.
give you like the basics for what the Wild Hunt are,
Mm-hmm.
they aren't they aren't the ghost of elves like I had previously described them. They do appear in ghost form, but that's a like magical thing. They actually do have like real physical bodies, and they are alive. So in the worlds of The Witcher, elves that were originally on this planet, when humans arrived, they left and they found another world to live on.
Yeah, so like that's the difference between the Scoia'tael and the like Iatel.
I can't remember what they said their name was, but basically, like this group of elves,
Whoop.
And you want to put the thing back up?
It's up.
This group of elves used their magic to open a portal to another world and went there. And that world had humans and unicorns living on it. They then proceeded to kill all the humans that lived on that world. They made a deal with the unicorns that the unicorns would use their magic to open up portals to other worlds for them. So the Wild Hunt are soldiers from that other world populated by elves who use magic to travel to other worlds to get slaves to bring back to theirs. And the reason why they're after Ciri is because eventually the unicorns told the elves that they weren't going to cooperate with them anymore, and they bailed. So the power that Ciri wields is similar to that of what the unicorns had. So they try to capture her so they'll have that power again.
That's supposed to be some metal unicorns. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick scan of this thoroughly unpleasant place.
I assume you have killed Horson Jr.?
Oh, yes. And happily so. There's a... advice to my fellow tradesmen, never take on a phylactery repair job unless, that is, you don't mind sleepless nights. Don't be fooled by the infernal contraption's uncomplicated appearance. I've been struggling with this blasted phylactery for 2 weeks now. I've used every tool I know, I own every trick I've ever learned, and I'm no pink chick novice. I will next try applying a concentration of chestnut, but I have little hope that it will do anything.
Phylacteries will be important later.
I imagine so. Hang on, I'm going to try and... There's a woman hanging from the ceiling, and I tried to cut her down, but unfortunately I don't think the game allows for that. She deserves better. I kind of want to... okay. I kind of want to Triss Marigold style burn this entire place to the ground. But let's leave this thoroughly unpleasant burg and go tell Priscilla what we've learned about Dudu. Now remind me, who's Priscilla? Queen of the Desert?
Seem to have resolved your matter.
The
Can you
Trobarets.
return the favor?
The what?
Radovid doesn't like to wait much, does he?
No.
Dandelion's girlfriend who
Oh,
killed
yeah,
Luthien.
yeah. Alright, I like her. She's ride or die.
HMS Oxenford Tretogor, once the crown jewel of the Redanian fleet, decommissioned now.
So I would say go ahead and knock this mission out,
If I'm to let you aboard.
because this is Radovid is going to send you to go and find
With donations from noblewomen.
chick with no eyes,
Prominent
Ah.
the sorceress.
jewelry.
Now, isn't he out to, like, kill all of them?
Can't understand what it is to truly love
Correct.
one's country.
But you can totally screw him over.
And I shall. Yeah, we've got a little bit more time before we end the stream, so let's talk with Nutso.
There you are.
What up, King Dipstick?
Your Majesty. You've never been one to mince words. Very well. Find Philippa Eilhart. That's my wish. I ordered her eyes gouged out once. but apparently her blindness troubles her not. My hunters have detected Lady Ironheart hiding east of Oxenfurt. They have further established that she has magically sealed the entrance to her shelter. Entering it will be difficult. I believe you might succeed in doing so. Bring her to me, alive.
Let's get some information. What do you think, Tom? Should I just go, yeah, dude, and then just screw him, or tell him that mages?
No, you take the mission and go there. That's how you screw him over.
Got it.
Basically, you're gonna go to the place where his men have
Located her
cornered, and you're going to find all of the evidence of where she is, and then kill his men and lie to his face.
Sounds good.
I'd advise you to be cautious.
So let me think about it. Is the option?
Yeah.
Need to think about it. Don't take too long. We wouldn't want Philippa to escape. Again.
Daniel asks, thoughts on the Zapatista Army of National Liberation?
Like them. They are good guys. I wish they had more success.
All right.
For those at home who are unaware, the Zapatistas are they would hesitate to call themselves anarcho-socialist. You're gonna talk to one of these dudes, and he's gonna let you off the boat. That's how you get off. There's a
not that one.
Soldier.
There he is.
Thanks. Never seen better steel in my life. Blade will strike true, no?
The Zapatistas are a arguably anarcho-socialist group. They don't use that term themselves. They call themselves Zapatismo, which means they follow the philosophy of Emilio Zapata from the Mexican Revolution in the 1920s. And he was an anarcho-socialist, but he kind of had his own ideas about how everything worked. But they have a strong hold over the Mexican territory of Chiapas, which is like in the far south, like south of the Yucatan. And they basically have autonomous control over the region. Like, there are whole communities that are effectively controlled just by the Zapatistas. They're a totally decentralized group. They have a very famous spokesman who is called Subcomandante Marcos. That's not his actual name. And no one knows what his real identity is. But they make it very clear that he is just a spokesman. He's not their leader. He doesn't make decisions for the group. Everything is decided as directly democratically as possible by all of the communities that are involved.
Because as a reminder, anarchy does not mean without order, it just means without leaders.
Without a state, specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It means no rulers. You can still have leaders without rulers.
Yeah. And also, anarchy focuses it doesn't mean a lack of government, but rather it means a lack of top-down hierarchical structure.
The term they would use is unjustified hierarchies.
Yeah.
There are some hierarchies that can be philosophically justified.
Yeah, we call those horizontal alignments of power.
I mean, they could still be semi-vertical, like I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, you could have vertical hierarchy in like a cooperative where the leaders are elected, but usually the difference is those leaders are not only elected, they're also subject to things like instantaneous recall. So,
Yeah.
like, if the leaders aren't doing what you like, you can immediately replace them.
All right, I think that's all I'm gonna get out of this guy. I want to sell these Dimitrium shackles to a blacksmith instead and get a better price. All right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me, guys. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Next quest. Tell Priscilla what we've learned about doo-doo. And we have like a bunch of secondary and side quests now as well. Like, still have to do A Matter of Life and Death. We still have to do, go back and visit the King of Beggars. We still have to meet Roche at his camp. Still got to do Verdania's Most Wanted will be the next one.
Yeah, that's the one you want to do.
I think do we want to go tell Priscilla first, or take a quick side note and do this?
No, you want to do the Redania one because it's not very far away.
Ka-chow.
Priscilla's is going to be all the way back in Novi-Grad.
Ooh.
Whereas this one is, like
aren't
600 meters.
Yeah, aren't I in Novi-Grad?
No, you're in Oxenfurt right now.
Ah. See, this is why I can't be trusted. Let's see. Come on. What's up, buddy?
Greetings again. Cool. You got a job for me, an interesting one.
Show me what you've got.
Show me what you have in stock.
Buy my ton of garbage weapons. It's still not as good as the...
Yeah, +4 is not enough.
Okay. You gonna buy these, my guy? Yeah, you do. And I have the silver emerald ring as well. Okay, let's see. I could get a... No, I like all those resistances better. Plus 16 armor. Of course, Tom's idea is don't buy things.
Not armor and not weapons, because you're always going to find something better in a box.
That's fair.
Buying other things, perfectly cool. Those, just not worth it.
Okay, well, let me check this. Is it Parchment, Quen, Earden? It's got those glyphs. Yeah, I think we're good here.
So long.
Bonjour. Oh, I need to... While I'm here, let's repair.
So, you got it. Show me what you have in stock.
Repair my equipped. Yeah, for 57. Excellent. Thank you.
So long.
Alright, we got one board armorer who remains bored. Sorry, my guy.
Long live it.
Any other hot button topics that you would like to try and goad Tom into discussing, Daniel? I mean, Zapatista is kind of a softball one. We're like, kind of admire those guys. Apparently not. All right, so we'll make the sprint over this way and call it a night for Fantasy Poland Monday. We got a lot done today.
So one of the talking about the Zapatistas, for that like post cyberpunk book idea I've been working on, one of the leading strains of anarchist thought in that world is going to be a merger of Zapatismo and the philosophy of the Rojava in northern Iraq, in Kurdistan, because both of them are similar, but each have their own different little approaches to how they do things.
You know, it's a similar thing takes place with the Vampire 5th Edition NPC of Rudy, who is a Emilio Zapata type for European anarchs.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Specifically, I believe in Rudy's case, focused on liberation of historically oppressed LGBTQ minorities. He's a good guy, Rudy. One of the three pillars of the rising push towards anarchism. What's up, witch hunters? Ooh, that dude's scorched.
Having trouble?
Nothing fucking but one ploughing trouble after the other. What's it to you? Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher.
Witcher.
Rather did send me.
No, it's you. I've been waiting for you.
And sound enthused.
Word was you haven't been able to get inside.
Till yesterday, when we found this. Doesn't look like much, but it's got power of some sort. Opens the entrance.
Good work. Saved me some time.
We're thrilled.
Thank you for the thing.
Think Philip is still inside?
That we don't know. Only certain thing is she was there at some point.
Certain.
We've been after her since Lockmuin. Poking out her eyes weren't enough. Radovid should have gutted her there and then. As it is, she turned into an owl and fled.
So Loch Muin is a battle that occurs in
The 2?
Witcher 2.
What can I expect to find inside?
Everything, anything. It's an old elven temple, the witch Isleheart turned into a hideout. Look at them. Fell into some magic trap, then monsters attacked them. Barely got out alive.
Oh, that's tragic.
Your men still down there?
Dozen or so went in. They's all that came out. Rest are probably dead.
I saw Philip was still in there.
And now I pull sword and finish off the.
Don't count
No,
on anyone going.
now you're gonna head down into the thing.
What do you reckon?
All right.
You're gonna head down into the temple, figure out where she went, and then destroy all of the evidence so that no one can find her.
Ah.
But I mean, if you're planning on shutting down, it would take you a while.
All right. Well, then we will save the game. Kabam. And another successful Fantasy Poland Monday in the bag. I forgot to ask during our Borderlands stream, when are we doing it next, Tom?
We can play tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow will probably be the last time this week.
Mañana, 2 p.m. Come watch Tom and I get through as much of Hammerlock's DLC as we possibly can. See if we can't knock that one out. It might be a little bit tricky. As I recall, that's a long one, but last time I was doing it solo, so there was a lot of dying.
It'll take us a lot less time.
Yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow 2 p.m. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when we do these dumb things. Come waste some more time with us and have a good time. As always, I do Fantasy Poland Mondays. I'm taking a break a little while from Final Fantasy Fridays and Chrono Trigger Saturdays just so I'd actually have time on the weekends to spend with my charming and talented wife. Because now she has weekends with a new job and all. So, yeah, be sure to tune in throughout the week. Get vaccinated, wear a mask, social distance, have some respect for the people around you. And, anything else from you, Tom?
Nope.
Nope. Watch Dimension 20 on Dropout.tv if you can. We both recommend The Suicide Squad. It's a fun movie. And, yeah. Be kind out there. It's that doesn't cost you a thing. That's free. Don't forget that capitalism is always the bad guy, and your bosses aren't paying you enough. Don't let them exploit you too much. Be good out there, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.